Okay, let's begin. Okay, for today we'll do integration on Trigo. Okay, let's start with some basics. Okay, do you still remember if I differentiate sine to x, what will I get? Okay, how do we do? Firstly, differentiate the sine, what do we get? Cos, do we get cos x? Cos to x. Okay, remember this, the bracket will be the same. And then what do we do? And then we differentiate the bracket. We got ourselves 2. Okay, this one everybody clear? What about cos to x? Negative sine to x 2. Right? What about tangent to x? Two. Sec squared to x. These are the basics where you are required to memorize. Is it memorized? I think you so, yes. Okay, of course they are the advanced that will be given. If you ask me personally, I don't memorize them. Do you remember differentiate sec? What do we get? Setan. Okay, what will the value be? What will the value of the bracket be? 2x as well. Remember the bracket value are the same, never change. Cosec. I think I make a slight mistakes in the writing, sorry. This one is a plus. Sorry. And let me double check a bit. Okay, so that's how we differentiate. And of course, integration is a what? I prefer the word reverse or the inverse. Okay, it's the same process. What I would like for you to do is just memorize sort of this thing. Boleh saya flip? Can I flip the thing? Anybody still copying? Okay, free trial dah habis, sila bayar RM1. Okay, anybody want to put some ads here? I can put ads and, you know, make some money. Okay, right. So it comes to a few things. Now, if I said to you, integrate me cos, let's make it cos 2x. What will we get? Is it sine squared? Differentiate, what do we get cos? Sine, right? Sine to x, okay. Remember that the bracket same. Okay, in the normal differentiation, we differentiate the bracket, am I right? And where do we put the differentiate? The differentiate value? We times in front. So what about integrate? We divide. 2, and remember, you got my tricks. This one we differentiate power and divide lah. It's not negative sign, it's cos. It's just a sign. Someone might argue, sir, bukan, I thought it's a negative, sir. Well, differentiate sign, what do we get? Positive cos, huh? Alright? So, argue things more. What about now? Differentiate what we got sign? Okay, things are getting difficult. Okay, these two are the basics. It's easy for us to do them. But what about if suddenly sec squared? You don't have much of a choice, but you need to remember these things back. What we have learned just now. I need to beat to the left because the mirror cannot see. Kejap ah. Can you see them? Okay, I need to make sure both of all my viewers can see you and my YouTube lah. Sorry I cannot accommodate both. You need to memorize this one. You need to remember that sec squared will give you tan. You don't have much of a choice. So if you see sec squared here, you need to remember that we get ourselves tangent. And of course, things are getting messier if you got yourself into this situation. Just a bit too zooming. Cosec will give you what? Okay, sorry, I think I think I was right. Okay lah, sorry about that lah. Negative here. Is this okay? Why not? Over 2, very good. I need to zoom out for this one. Sorry. Over 2, remember that. And finally, is this okay? They need to have this negative. Alright, I know some of you got this graph. It's easy, you baca straight. You can read it from here straight away, okay? But remember, be realistic. You are not given this in exams. You will not be given this part in exams. You will not be given this in exams. The only things you'll be given in exams is just these tiny little things. These are the only ones that come out in exams. So don't take these lessons lightly. And of course, this one we try to write everything. There is one small tips I got from Puan Nasiawati, that every time that we integrate and we got ourselves C, what do I mean by that, sir? Cos, we got sine. Is there any C? No. Sine, we got C. Am I right? Sec, T, cosec, C, sec, cosec, cot. We got C here. Every time you integrate and you got yourself a C, that means this negative comes as well. Puan Nasiawati told me this just now. And I just know this when I was 30 years old. So yeah, I waste another 30 years of my life. Please don't repeat the same thing as me. Can you hear me? Okay, but do remember that this idea of C, there must be negative, it does not translate with differentiation. Okay? Cos, there's no negative. I mean, there's S, but sec, it does not work on the same way. Okay? So the idea of C, there's negative, it only works for integration only, not for differentiation. For these two, might be easy for you. For the rest, it's tough. You need to remember that sec squared is tangent. You need to remember that cosine, you need to be able to use the formula to reverse the process. Which formula you'll be given in exams? Just this tiny little bit. So for your preparation in exams, I highly recommend that you rewrite this on the sticky notes and put it beside you whenever you try to do. Okay? Because the others, you need to memorize them. So let's move on. Okay, now, so if we try to integrate, let's have some basics. How do we integrate this? Cos pi minus 2x. Integrate cos, what do we get? Sine. And then what's the value of the bracket? Pi minus 2x, or you can say they are bracket same. And then differentiate the bracket. Differentiate pi, what do we get? Pi is constant, so that means pi is like a number. If you differentiate number, what do you get? 0. Negative 2x differentiate? Negative 2. Plus c. Okay? So now a bit difficult. Integrate sec squared 2x over 5. How? Tangent, yes, you are right. What's the bracket value? 2x over 5, you are right. Yeah, you can say plus c. Are we done? Over what? It's supposed to be 2 over 5, but I should not be written. I should not be leaving my answer in that form. 5 tangent over 2. Okay. For those who could not remember, recall this. If I do things like 1 over 2 divided 2 over 5, yeah. If I were to write things down something like this, I can also rewrite it as 1 divided by 2 over 5, which I can also rewrite as 1 times 5 over 2, which gives me 5 over 2. In exams, if I were to leave my answer in that form, you'll be penalized 1 or 2 marks. So do not ever leave your answer in that form. So now let's go make things a bit harder. What about if I were to integrate this? Cosec there. Which formula? We got ourselves. We got ourselves firstly, it's a cosec. Negative cosec. Why? Because there is a c in front. Very, very good. And what about the bracket value? 2x minus alpha. Of course, you can argue c plus c. Are we done? Why not? Over 2. Okay, you differentiate things inside here. Okay, some people said, should I underline until c? Sir, no, just leave c as itself. Yes? Oh yes, the pi over 2. Technically it's outside. Outside without the c. Pi over 2. Because pi over 2 is constant, we can take it out. Sorry, I made that in my head just now. Should you leave your answer in that form? Not really. Over 4. 2 and 2, okay? You guys okay? Cool? Yes, plus C. I admit when I was a student and until I'm a teacher, I always leave my plastic. Not a good thing for me. Please don't make the stupid mistakes like me. Okay, now what about this? What about this? What should I do with this 2 first? Yes, it's 2 plus. Can I take this 2 out? Why not? It's a plus, not a times. So what should I do with this 2? Integrate 2, yes. Integrate 2, what do we get? We get ourselves to x. Very good. Cos x squared is what? Well, first and foremost is a chord. And remember, when there's a C, what happened? There's a negative. Whenever there's a C, are we done? Why not? Plus C, are we done? We have to integrate the bracket, and we got ourselves what? Differentiate pi over 4, what do we get? 0 or 1? Why 0, not a 1? Pi over 4 is constant, just like we differentiate number. Differentiate 2, what do we get? 0, not 1, okay? So 3, so where should I underline? Should I underline from here, from 2? Or should I just underline chord? Or should I underline with... Is this okay? I mean, is this all? Should I... What about... Okay, if possible, please, until there only. Alright? Are you guys okay? Easy stuff? Can we continue? Okay, here comes the troubles. Class, listen carefully. This one is difficult. If I give you something like this, I don't want to stay here for too long. Let's say this is 5. Can I differentiate this thing? We got ourselves how? 2 sine 5x. You differentiate the power, and then you differentiate sine, you got cos, differentiate the trigo, and then you differentiate the bracket, you got yourself 5. Of course, the final answer will be 10. Okay, for differentiation, power is okay. But the same idea does not translate into integration. What do you mean by that, sir? What do I mean by that is, if you want to integrate sine squared straight away, you can't. You cannot do this thing. You must use a formula. You cannot integrate squared. Okay, here's the moment that you need to use your double angle formula. Yeah, double angle is, remember that old friend. I hear someone said double angle is never my friend, sir. Remember this thing? Yeah. I don't say it's easy just now. I say it's quite tough today. Okay? So that means sine squared x here becomes what? 1 minus cos what? 2x over 2. Okay, before you continue, I have one small trick. What should I do with these two? Take it out is a lot easier. Yes, you can do 1 over 2 cos over 2, but take it out will be a lot easier. 1 over 2, integrate, 1 minus cos 2x. Come on, you know from here. Integrate 1, what do we get? Integrate 1, we got x. Integrate cos. Integrate cos is sine. In here, remain as that. What else? Over 2 where? Here? Here? With a negative? Please not. Plus c. Are we done? Yes, we leave this 1 over 2 here. Over here, I think it depends on taste whether you want to times the 2 inside or just leave it outside. It's up to you. Okay, I am fine with that. I am fine with it. So the moral of the value, what happens here? What happened here is that we can't integrate squared. Okay, for trigo, you can't integrate squared. So what happened is you make it this one to the power what? What power is this? Power 1. Trigo only integrate power 1. So that means if square, what do we use? We use a double angle. Very good. So I would like you to try now. Oopsie. What about if you are given something like this? Try it. 1 minute. Let me give you 2. Oh, sine, no cos. Good luck. Viewers, please try. Two minutes, be quick. I'll pause the video for a while. So the answer is, for the first one is half x minus sine 4x over 4 plus c. For this one here, the answer is half x minus sine x plus c. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to move on because we are short of time. How do we get that? The idea is just the same. Remember that double angle formula. If here is a, here is 2a, that means 2x. 2 times 2x, okay? Well, over here still, oopsie, half x, 2 times half x. Okay, I need to move on. If you're having any problems, please rewatch the video. Ideas are the same. Salina, can I take it off? Be quick, be quick, be quick. Okay, some of them asking, okay, why this one is 2? Because when I apply the double angle formula, I got over 2, am I right? Yeah. And what do I do with this 2? I take it out. So it's the same concept for this half. Are you okay? Okay there? Can I move on? Okay, anybody still need help? Please raise your hand. That's good. Okay, all right. If you manage to get this far, good, because the next one is the toughest. Okay, everyone, take your deep breath. Tarik nafas. Let it go. One more time. Deep breath. Let it go. Okay, the next one is factor formulae. Okay, I'm going to be a bit quick here. You can refer them to your notes, lecture notes over there. It's either you memorize the factor formulae or you memorize on how to get the factor formulae, or you remember from our very last lecture before this on how to rearrange from the formula sheet on how to get the factor formulae. But for our class today, for our lecture today, I'm just going to concentrate on how to use the factor formulae for you to get the answer. Okay, memorizing the factor formulae is a whole another topics. So these are the three factor formulae that you will get. Let me ask you a question. What should you do if you got yourself something like this? Cos A sin B is identical to this one here. Okay, just switch the place, switch the alphabets, and you get the same thing. So when do we use factor formulae, sir? We use factor formulae when we got two product of trigo. As you can see here, sine times cos, sine A times cos A cos B, sine A times sine B, cos A times cos B. Okay, when you see two product of trigo with different angles. Yes?
First two, you can cos sine, this sine sine.
Which one? Sine A cos B. Okay, right, sorry, I was being too rushing just now. Thank you for the correction. I'm human, I make a lot of mistakes in my life. Okay, so let's try. I got 3 examples for you. 4 if you have 5 if you have enough time. How? Which one should I use? First, second, third? Second, so that means this thing here, negative half cos A plus B, it means 3 plus 2x, very good, minus cos 3 minus 2 cos x. So what should I do with this negative half? You can take it out, put it out, and then integrate cos 5x sine 5x. Are we done? Over 5, very good. Negative cos x over 1, yeah, you can say that. plus C. My goodness, I'm panicking. My students are getting better than me. I'm proud of it anyway. To my viewers, oh yeah, you can see that away. You okay? Now, what about this one? Try it out quickly. Sherry. Cos x, cos 5x. I think you need a bit of guide. Cos x, cos 5x. So, which one should we use? The third factor formula. So that means 1 over 2 cos 6x, very good, plus cos we agree over here is negative 4x, right? Do you remember cos negative 4x is also equals to what? It's also equals to cos 4x. Why is that? Do you remember cos graph? That the left side and the right side are identical? They are symmetrical. Cos graph. So left and right are the same. Okay, technically from your trigo, remember this part. Cos negative x is the same as cos x, and sine negative x is equals to negative sine x. So it means here this negative put in front, and this one here no negative. This is from trigo value. Well, that's a bit dramatic over there. Okay, it's due to cos graph are the same for is symmetrical. So there's no difference. And for the sine graph, it's opposite. Okay, so the answer will be, here is cos 4x. Okay, sorry. So integrating this thing, what do we get? Half, put it outside. Cos is sine 6x over 6 plus sine 4x over 4 plus C. Okay, I'll end this with these two questions which I'm going to leave you on your own. Be prepared. Okay? Okay, those two questions is, I think it's within your limit, within your range of skill. Try these two questions. Give you some time to solve if you can, and then we'll discuss in our class, okay? For viewers, if you're interested in the answers, do you want the answer now or later? Okay, for those who do not want to see the answers, close your eyes. For those who would like to see the answers, viewers, if you do want to know some of the answers, pause. Or write the answer somewhere, okay? Don't put it in the same page. You forget it anyway. For those who do not want to see the answers, close your eyes. Okay, that's all. We are on time. That's good to hear. Okay, so overall, you just use this thing and this factor formula. Double angle as well. Okay, right. Thank you, class.